So basically, this is an energy crisis where people have blown a fuse. So let's take a look at hypothalamic function for a moment. That's a circuit breaker. There's no damage to it. It just goes into hibernation mode. And if you understand the hypothalamic dysfunction going on, you'll understand why people have the mix of symptoms they have. The hypothalamus, key circuit breaker, controls sleep, which is why that simple question, can you get a good night's sleep, is so awesome in this disease. It controls hormonal function through the pituitary, thyroid, adrenal, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. It controls temperature regulation, so 98.6 is a fever. And it controls autonomic function, blood pressure, pulse, peristalsis, sweating. Now, if you understand that it controls peristalsis, you'll understand Patrick earlier was talking about small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. And the reason we see that in fibromyalgia is that the food has trouble moving from this end out the other end. And when food moves slowly through the small intestine, it's like an obstruction in the bladder or anywhere else. The bacteria is kept fairly, the small intestine, I didn't realize this until about 5 years ago, is fairly sterile. In fact, the definition for SIBO is the same as the number of bacteria for a bladder infection. The small intestine keeps things moving downstream and washes the bacteria into the colon. When you have poor movement or peristalsis, you get backwash of the bacteria. So you'll see that in fibro in general, but you're also going to see that from low thyroid. And a critical part of treating small intestinal bacterial overgrowth is to treat the thyroid. So the hypothalamus controls sleep, hormonal function, temperature, autonomic function. This small area requires a massive amount of energy for what it does. And because of that, what you'll find is that it goes offline first during an energy crisis. That's why it acts like a circuit breaker.